I got a mount. Looks kind of ridiculous on my chest, and I thought I'd start off with CNN. And we're gonna go for a Segway ride together. I'm not gonna be able to read your text, but this is Monday at 4:31, which is 16:31 military time. It's the 3rd of May, and it might be a little bumpy. I still haven't committed to doing a GoPro, but I'm kind of committed to my phones at the moment. But here we go. I'm not going to be able to read your text, so forgive me for that. So any likes you can do would be greatly appreciated. Supports the cause. And here we go. So this is CNN. I'll just take you through to CNN. Offices of CNN. If it's too bumpy, give me feedback. It's on my other phone. Send the 856 number. All right. They had this all boarded up during the January thing. And it is bouncy. I'll try to keep it as smooth as possible. Now we're headed to Union Station. Get off this road so I can get some smoothing out. These are homeless people that live under the bridge. Looks like they got rid of a lot of them. They used to have a lot of them down there. Got an interview at 6 o'clock with a gentleman from David's Tent. So he's going to talk about the spiritual war we're in. To my left is Union Station. To my right is the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. And I'm not going to be able to answer that phone. There's Union Station. Massachusetts Avenue. That's the Postal Museum right there. Almost ran over a squirrel. Down there is NBC. Man. Muted the phone. You guys still with me? Got you. Almost got run over. I gotta take it towards the Capitol. That's a U.S. Postal Museum. That hotel had a lot of Antifa in it on January 5th. It was reported to the FBI, and they didn't choose to investigate till 48 hours later. That's the Dubliner, very famous place. And that's our U.S. Capitol building. North Capitol Street, and we're passing East Avenue. Again, sorry for the bumping. This is the spot that I stood on and shot the operation of the Capitol. Got a lot of police here. This is interesting. A lot of police blocking the road. United States Park Police, United States Capitol Police, and they are blocking off Louisiana Avenue by the Capitol. In front of us is the Capitol building, and that's a fountain that's being constructed on the north side of the Capitol. NBC News is to my right. That's the Teamsters building. Trying not to be bumpy with this setup. It's not the ideal setup, but it's like $30 on Amazon. Thank you for your donations that you guys have been sending. It's been helping me get better equipment. Slowly but surely, getting more professional. United States Park Police right there, one of their cars.
Hey, are you working?
Appreciate you. Crossing C Street. We are on Louisiana, hitting a heck of a lot of bumps. Sorry for the bumps, guys. I really apologize about that. We are now on 1st Street and Constitution, and we are going by our Capitol. This was closed off during the attack on the Capitol lockdown, and it was recently opened up about 3 weeks ago now. So I'm doing a full circle so you guys can see the Capitol. Here's the Capitol live. And this is the circle, which is a statue. I'll show it to you. Area closed. There's the fence. That gate opens to the inside. And there's that famous statue in front of the Capitol building. And once again, is our Capitol. Again, I apologize if the crop gets bad, guys. I'm trying to... It is an interesting thing to do. I don't think anybody's ever done this before. I cracked myself up. Here is out in front of the Capitol again. I'll do a full loop. Did a Washington Monument to my right. And here's the Capitol building. And there's the Washington Monument right there. And the statue. All right, we're gonna cruise around the other side of the Capitol. I'm back. Sorry guys, I don't know how long, I've been talking for like 10 minutes. I don't know how long it was buffering, but there's a Ferris wheel that hasn't been used in about a year. There's our Capitol, which we just rode by. You saw that about 5 minutes ago. And that is the Smithsonian Institute on our National Mall. And that's David's tent over there. All right, here we go. See, there are people without masks on in DC. I'm going to do the monuments for this trip today, and I'll also probably do the streets a little bit on the north side of the monument. Here's a closer look at the Smithsonian Institute. Beautiful building, absolutely beautiful. Hope you guys are enjoying the ride. I found out that a lot of people from DC really enjoy, that used to live in DC and don't live in it anymore, are enjoying the MustangMedic videos because I show so much of what's going on in this 10-mile District of Columbia. DC's not a state, and it's not going to become a state. The Democrats can keep trying, but there's no way in our Constitution does it support the seat of government, which I know many of you argued it's DC, but at the moment it's DC. Sorry for the bumpiness. Oh, and to Don was the one that asked me to do the video on the buildings being empty still in DC, or the government officers, so I want to give him credit for that video that just went up on MustangMedic today about government buildings being empty. You guys are going to have to school me on what building that is. I'll know it later, but at the moment I don't know it. United States Department of Agriculture. Cloudy skies over DC. How appropriate. Spring has sprung, so you can see the trees. Are we still alive? Let me check. We are. All right. This is 14th Street. You can see there's not very many people here. Ronald Reagan Airport, that's where the planes land. I'm planning on going to Florida, guys, so nice Porsche. And we'll do a loop. We'll do a loop around the Washington Monument. Trying not to have it bounce, but it's kind of bouncy. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to do this. There's the Lincoln Memorial off in the distance. And this is a roundabout. We're going around the Washington Monument. White House is over there. You can see it. Pretty good view from here. There's our Capitol building. I say our Capitol building because it should not be fenced off. Actually, you know what? These fences are, the way they're laid out, are new. So maybe they're going to start the tours soon. They got 2 guards in there. The site's still closed. They got the COVID sign up. So they're not showing. There's our monument. There's my hat. Appreciate all you guys that are following along and going along for the ride with me. I apologize for the bounciness. That's what I can afford at the moment. I'll get a steady cam eventually. Let's stay out to the Lincoln Memorial. Then we'll go to the White House. I'll show you some of the streets around the White House, and then we will call this one. And then next time I'll be joining you will be at nighttime. Bells work out quite well because people usually figure out if they're visiting. Thank you. If they're visiting, they all go to the way you're at. If they've been here for a while, watch them. So watch. Yep, see, they already know. They're looking. You're doing very well, my friend. All right, I'll give you a view of the Washington Monument from here. No, trees in the way. That's the White House off in the distance. Hopefully it doesn't sound too windy. I'm assuming it does. I'm trying to slow down a little bit for this tour. This virtual tour of the National Mall. In front of us is the World War II Memorial. Atlantic on the right, Pacific on the left. It's actually quite a beautiful monument, I guess. And I'll take you around it. I'll do a full circle again. Then we'll go to Lincoln Memorial. If you guys can hear me, then give me 3 thumbs up, please. I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna be looking in a moment. Can you guys hear me? I need 3 thumbs up to know that I'm coming through on audio. Thanks, guys. Thank you. All right, here we go. This is pretty cool. I did a video on this. I'm going to read it for you guys. I'm going to go around it. Americans came to liberate, not to conquer, to restore freedom, and to end tyranny. You got to remember that. You got to remember that. And this is the World War II Memorial in the National Mall. is the Atlantic side. Virgin Islands, Philippines, Puerto Rico, Alaska, Arizona, Oklahoma, Wyoming, Washington, South Dakota, 11 states. We are determined that before the sun sets on this terrible struggle for our flag will be recognized throughout the world as a symbol of freedom on the one hand and of overwhelming force on the other. They respect strength. They always have and they always will. If we appease, they'll take advantage of us. It's just humankind. The heroism of our own troops was matched by that of the armed forces of the nations that fought by our side. They absorbed the blows and they shared the full in the ultimate destruction of the enemy. President Harry S. Truman. This represents lives lost in the struggle. A lot of stars, gold stars. The price of freedom. Freedom Wall holds 4,048 gold stars. Each gold star represents 100 American service personnel who died or remained missing at war. The 399,000 American dead and missing from World War II are second only to the loss of more than 620,000 Americans during the Civil War. Here we mark the price of freedom. Washington Monument. All right, we are headed off to the Lincoln Memorial. I gotta say it, Don, I am so grateful for your generosity. You have given MustangMedic wings to be able to get out and move around freely, get to locations quickly in DC. You are a part of MustangMedic always, and I really appreciate it. I got a $900 donation of a Segway. I just think it's amazing. Guys, the only way I'm going to stay independent is if you support it. If you don't support it and you don't do it, that's fine. I'll get a job somewhere else. I'll move to Virginia. But I have to say it, because if I don't say it, nobody else will, and you'll just assume that I'm living large because of the optics of what I do. But I literally have committed to a lot to stay in DC to be able to do this for you. So even if you acknowledge it with $5, it means a lot. And yeah, I know, I get a lot of crap for asking for money. But you know what? I want to stay independent, so I'm going to have to. That's the reflection pool. It's about, I think it's about a foot deep, foot and a half deep, all the way across, which is kind of amazing. Thank you. People in DC know the bell. people that are visiting are like, what's that? And meanwhile, you're like, get out of the way, get out of the way. No, I'm not rude. I'm not rude to visitors. I was a visitor 3 months ago. I appreciate every moment of every day of my life. Well, there's some bad stuff that goes on, but I'm just glad to be alive after what I've been through. All right, we are gonna just cruise around to the front of the reflection pool, and then I'll give you a view of the Lincoln Memorial. And that is the reflection pool. God bless America. See how empty it is? Isn't it amazing? There's a lot of people here on the weekends. It's Monday afternoon, so 5:02 p.m. Eastern time. And that video I did of the government building was around 2:30. Boy, I hope I did the time right. I don't remember if I put the time on that video. They're all time stamped. That's a very cool area over there. That small building there are always military vets, and they sell pins over there. I talk to him often. There's about 3 guys that work there, good guys. And that's the Lincoln Memorial. I'm not going to go up into it because I'm cruising around on the street and I really don't want to carry the Segway up the stairs. I'm tired from this weekend. But just the camaraderie that I felt with us playing paintball, I can only imagine the camaraderie between vets that fought together in the war. I can only imagine it. Unless you experience it, you don't know. Ask any vet. Appreciate you, officer. There's Lincoln Memorial. People come out here with electric skateboards at night, and they fly. They're just like they're.
You know nowadays, it's the old man. Got all the hey, young man, you got nothing in the world these days, I said. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got strength. Hey.
A lot of different people out here. All right, we're off to the White House. She's so cute. I'm trying to stand on the balls of my feet to try to keep the camera as smooth as possible with some of these bumps. I'm trying to be a steady cat. I'm going to the Freedom Conference in June in Florida, so I'm going to be there. I've got a friend that's going to hook me up with credentials. I'm also going to apply for them, of course. Police officers almost every block there's a police officer in DC. You really don't feel like not safe because there's always somebody watching you. And of course they have guns. Because guns keep you safe. If the person holding the gun is mentally stable. Man, I know this is bouncing around a lot. I can tell by the way it's moving. Sorry about that. I need off the street because it's too bouncy. Off the sidewalk. Maybe you guys get to see me get run over. They like you to stay on the sidewalks, which I usually do, but I'm trying to keep this a smooth operation for you guys as much as possible. Not really happy with this mount, but it's better than nothing. At 30 miles an hour, I can kind of keep up with traffic. All right, we're still live. Here's the Washington Monument. As United States Secret Service, they usually position themselves here when somebody's coming in. And that is the ellipse behind the White House and the rear entrance covered by the Secret Service of the White House.
What's going on over there?
I don't know. There's always something going on in D.C.
Yeah.
I look a little ridiculous with this thing mounted to my chest, but I'm doing it for you guys. All right. I don't know. There's a small group out there, probably a school. So we're going to go and ride around and go to the front of the White House. I'll take you around some of the streets around the White House, and that will be our daytime tour, MustangMedic style, in a scooter in D.C. I appreciate your service, by the way. I wanted to say. I always say that to everybody. Anybody that's willing to risk their lives for my safety deserves honor. All right, here we go. Gonna take the road. I believe this is Capitol. I want to say Capitol Boulevard. I'll know in a second. I'm swinging my body left and right to try to give you guys views on the sides. This thing's mounted right into the center of my chest. This is 17th Street we're coming up on. And that was, and what we're on right now is Constitution Avenue behind the White House. I think there's 2 entrances on the west side of the White House area, if I remember correctly. Red Cross building. There's one of the entrances, Secret Service, allow people in. This was all fenced off. All the fencing's been taken down, which is good news, obviously. Secret Service agent. Appreciate your service. They get so little respect out here in DC that I make a special point of thanking them. Thank you for your service, guys. Thank you. Secret Service agents. Whoa, that was exciting. Almost ran into a Secret Service agent. I almost got hit by a Secret Service agent last night in Delaware on the 95. I might stake out the 95 to catch a glimpse of them driving by at bulleting speeds. If I find out on Friday that they're going to do that, I might drive out there and position myself going by. It's a long drive for like a 2-minute clip, but it might be worth it for you guys to see. They were flying yesterday. I've been on cannonball runs, and my car is not slow, but they were booking. They were doing like 120 because they were passing us. You saw in the video, they passed us like a blink, and those cars were doing 70 miles an hour as they were passing. We couldn't even get out of the way. People were like, supposed to get out of the way. I'm like, I know, but they were crossing paths with us like the whole time, on all sides. And here's the front of the White House. There's the gate. There's the Washington Monument. Black Lives Matter Boulevard. H Street is the street that goes in front of the White House. This is H Street. And we'll take a little cruise down Black Lives Boulevard. There's the sign, Black Lives Boulevard. And they've been doing a lot of construction here, so Black Lives Matter painted on the streets a little dirty. This is the matter part, M-A-T-T-E-R. This is 16th and I Street. Are we going this way? Over there is the church that was attacked by the Black Lives Matter organization. There's a difference between Black Lives Matter and the Black Lives Matter Inc. Most of you know. And there's the lives part, L-I-V-E-S. Black Lives Matter signage everywhere in DC. And there's the black one. All right, I'm gonna take you around. We covered the major monuments. So I'm gonna take you around the streets of DC for a little bit, and I'll turn the camera around and say goodbye. go through this park. So, cautious Uber driver, because some of these people don't realize that, because when you're in a scooter, you basically can go anywhere you want to go, which is pretty crazy. So you got to be cautious about scooters when you're driving in DC, because we're everywhere. But I now can get to the White House in 5 minutes, guys, from where I live. If the donations continue, I'll be able to do that. Otherwise, I'll be doing it from Virginia. I'll be delayed, but I'll be dedicated no matter what happens, no matter what God does. This is K Street, and 14th. I like to try to stay on the scooter. I'll step off. This is a typical day, Monday evening actually. Gotta be careful when you go around corners. This baby does 30 miles an hour, which is amazing and awesome. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have a 6 o'clock interview. I'll probably post it immediately of a praise worship leader that I met at David's tent. You probably saw the David's tent video. It's already been posted. That's 24-hour worship for I don't know how many years. It's quite amazing. And it's neat for me as a Christian because it helps refill me knowing there's always praise music being sung, live praise music. I can go to it in DC, which is pretty awesome. I love that. Here's a homeless encampment in DC. A lot of closed buildings.
Working like 14 to 16 hours.
He was working 14 to 16 hour days. You pick up a lot of information with people just talking in the streets. It's quite amazing. That's why I think it's so important for me to be in DC. I hope I can stay. God willing. God willing. Federal building closed. That's what I was trying to tell you about. All these federal buildings, they're still empty. Mayor has not opened up DC yet. And I guess when they do, they'll come back. This is I Street. Empty buildings. Empty bank. People are looking at me cross-eyed because I'm not wearing a mask. I'm going to take it down Chinatown. This Segway goes 42 miles on one charge. Chinatown. What's up? I'm on a roll. I can't stop. I can't stop right now. I gotta see you later. I can't stop right now. I'm on a roll. Don't take it personally. Sorry for the wind. Tents for dining. This is what I look like. So obviously people think I'm crazy. And I'm going to take you guys down Pennsylvania Avenue because it's such a cool view of the Capitol. Here we go. Pennsylvania Avenue. Closing in a crescendo is the bike lane right in the middle of Pennsylvania Avenue. And we covered CNN, the Capitol building, the Washington Monument, the World War II memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, the back of the White House, the front of the White House, the city in general on the north side of the Washington Monument, and we are closing at the Capitol building. Pretty cool. DC is only a 10 square mile radius. It's a district. It's heads up. It's not going to become a state. Okay, this is the way it's going to become a state. They'll have to get rid of the filibuster, pack the courts, and then have Kamala Harris be the tiebreaker to try to make DC a state. But it's going to mess a lot of things up. I'm going to probably do a special on why DC is not going to be a state to explain it. One, it's not constitutional. The center of power cannot be one side or the other. And that's it, guys. I know you're like, Will, you're blowing all these red lights. I can do that with a scooter. And no, I did not get arrested. I don't know. Somebody's trying to start a rumor in Telegram that I got arrested this weekend. No. I play paintball, and I let my daughter hang out with her friends back in South Jersey because she misses them. And I'm trying best dad I can be. And oh, sorry for the bumping. And back to the circle. We'll do one circle to finish up the daytime run of Washington, D.C. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's what DC's like right now in May 3rd, 1729. Thank you, Gita. I get moved. I just get moved. When you guys get what I'm trying to do, I get excited, and it moves me spiritually when you guys get what I'm trying to do here. And it's to get to the truth. That's what it's all about. It's that simple. And the 3 tenets, which I'll say in closing on this video if you followed all the way along. 1, the 3 tenets of MustangMedic. 1, we need to listen to each other. 2, we can respectfully disagree and still respect each other. Walk away, still respect somebody. Even if they love Joe Biden, you can listen to what they say and you can still respect their point of view. It can be hard, but we can do it. It's the way it's going to open up communication with everybody that feels different ways than the way you feel, or I feel, or he feels, or she feels. And 3, it sounds like a Beatles song. We can all love one another. We can all lift each other up. Just like, hey, I think you look good in red. Nice shoes, killer car, nice wheels. Just the simple things. Simple little things of lifting somebody up. Whether they receive it or not, you're going to feel better about yourself because you're lifting somebody up. It becomes a habit. If we all do it, we're all going to start to join forces again because we outnumber them. We can't forget that. This country was formed by the people and for the people, and we're not going to let it go. Thank you for watching, guys. Signing off. I'll do political commentary later because there's so much going on. Always. But obviously in the streets of DC, it's pretty quiet with COVID. And the fact that the mayor has not opened up the city yet. I apologize for any of you that donated that I didn't say thank you. You were on my chest, bouncing around. God bless, and good night. Oh, I'll see you in the dark. Once it gets dark, we'll do this again at night. You can see how quiet it is in the street.